I wanted to ask, who is an engineer? It is us only. Apparently it is us. It's not just because of the qualification that we hold BE after our name, but I wanted to know who is an engineer. Any answers? Can I get any answers? You needn't have to hesitate or you needn't have to feel shy, because everyone or your friends, no one is going to feel bad when you say any answers.
Who developed something?
Who developed something? Great. Any other answers? Come on guys. I have a lot of things to share to you all. Any other answers? Who developed something? I'll just rephrase this. Who developed something? We go to a hotel, right? We go to a restaurant. Why we go to a restaurant? Sometimes for a change, or sometimes we don't have anyone to cook in our home. They develop food. Are they engineers? No, right? Our tire gets punctured. Sometimes when we go to a puncture shop. He develops something to come out of the situation, and he rectifies your complaints. Is he an engineer? No. So I just wanted to give a phrase to what you have told. You are absolutely right. Can someone give him a round of applause? Developing something, but developing something with what? With what background? That distinguishes an engineer from any other stream. According to the traditional definition of engineering, engineering is nothing but the application of science and maths to develop different products that solves the problems of the common people. That is what engineering is all about, and that is what we aspire to work. So whatever department we take, irrespective of all the disciplines, whether it is mechanical or automobile or civil or electrical or computer science or biotechnology or aerospace, aeronautical, whatever it is, we develop products, we give solutions to common people, but solutions through the science and maths which we study. No department can escape from the science and maths. That is what distinguishes us from engineers. Sometimes you guys can feel when your bulb or when your light or whatever your motor is repaired, your mom or your dad wanted you to repair, and you said you don't know, and you are studying engineering and you don't know to repair motors. We are not there to repair motors, we are there to develop motors. Should we be proud about it? There are a lot of people who are there to repair the motors. If it's just a call away, can they design a motor? Can they develop a motor? No, right? They just know what is the RPM, what is the winding that is inside, what is the type of motor. If you give the requirement, they will select and they will give it to you. But who is the one who develops the motors for based on what is the requirements of each and every people? That is what the beauty of engineering is all about. Should we feel proud about it? Why don't we give a round of applause for yourself? That's great. Are you guys feeling motivated now? Are you guys feeling proud that we all are engineers now? Fine. So, how engineers move the world? How many of you are from outside cities who stay from a different city to here, who stay in a hostel or who stay in a relative's house? How many of you who are from different cities? Can you raise your hands? Okay. I can see hands rising, slowly popping up. Okay. Around 20 to 30%, can I assume? Okay. If you guys wanted money or you guys wanted an urgent money, what you guys do? Do you guys get 10,000, 20,000 directly from your home and use it here? What is the advantage of using ATMs? What is the disadvantage of carrying the money, whole lot of money in your pocket? Safety. Not just the safety for money, it is also the safety for you. So what is the problem over there? You can't carry the whole sum of money with you, right? and the solution given to it is ATM machine. Correct? So that is the role of an engineer. Around 10 to 15 years before, we were having two different devices. One for a laptop or computer and one for a mobile phone. So it is very difficult to carry two devices, especially for business people and also for the people who is roaming, who is doing sales and marketing, who will have to update their information. And Apple has developed a product 10 years back. What product is that? Tab. It's a beautiful device, right? It serves all the purpose. You can use it as a computer, you can use it as a mobile phone. So what was the problem that was identified there? No, not in the previous, before we developed the tab. It is the constraint of carrying two different devices for two different purposes. So that was combined together and devised as a beautiful device called tab. So the problem, solution was given. Who did it? Engineers. So that is what engineering is all about. If you see all these products, we used to travel ambassadors for 500, 600, 1,000 kilometers before. I'm not sure how many of you have traveled ambassadors and Fiat cars, premium Padmini cars, but I have traveled. If you can see, we will find a lot of vomiting sensations when we go to 500, 600 kilometers. But the cars nowadays like Honda City, Verna, Mercedes-Benz, do we find any kind of vomiting sensation? So the problem analyzed was a lot of vibrations that was controlled, the solution given to it with better performance enhancing devices, which was developed by engineers. So this is one important thing I wanted to share with you all. From where the motivation of this engineering took place, from where it take place. Any guesses? Ancient. Any examples of ancient marvels or ancient ancient things that you have wondered how they have developed it? Any examples? Taj Mahal, Tanjai Periya Koil, any other thing? Pyramids? Any other? Jantar Mantar, any other? Okay. So all you regarded as one of the great engineering structures, right? Am I right? Taj Mahal, Jantar Mantar, Tanjai Periya Koil, pyramids, Great Wall of China, those are considered as one of the great, and even though people are doing research of how they would have developed it at that point of time. But can anyone guess how it is? Any guesses? We can't guess, no? But I will tell the answer to that. But how about engineering nowadays? Can we guess what the solution is when you take a product? You can just dismantle it and you can find it out, right? So we wanted to divide the engineering in three different sections or three different sectors. Engineering in ancient time, engineering in modern time. So ancient time engineering is what you all feel is what the big structures which you told. But those engineering, is it for commercial purpose? Is it for commercial purpose? No. Do they wanted to get money from that? No. Or do they have any other motive apart from divine purpose or any other special purpose? No. Right? So they can take 18 years or 20 years or 25 years or even 100 years to construct the ancient engineering structures like this. Am I right? But taking an example, Samsung is launching a mobile phone. Or we can take this BS6. How many of you are interested in cars, automobiles, bikes? Almost everyone, right? How many of you drive cars? Very well, in a proficient way. How many of you are a fan of Ajit Kumar here? Okay. I'm also a big fan of him and also a big fan of... A big fan of Paul Walker too. If you see the BS6 conditions, okay, guys, BS6 cars are being developed now. BS6, okay. So all the car markets, they wanted to involve the BS6 cars into the market apart ahead of their competitors. Honda, Hyundai, Toyota, Ford, Fiat, all the car companies, they wanted to bring their cars at the earliest. Can they take 20 or 25 years to develop a product? What would happen? The competition will swallow them. Have you heard about the companies like BPL? Companies like Toyota, companies like Onida, companies like something like V-Guard or something. Why they are not in the market now? Any reasons? Is that slow in updating the technology? Can you say? Or is they very slow in bringing their products ahead of their competitors? Yes? What about the other products which bought the market? LG, Samsung, Panasonic. They were trying to develop the products and bringing the products within the market. So they can't take 20 to 25 years to develop a product. That's the difference between the ancient engineering and modern engineering. For developing a mobile phone, the product development cycle is 3 to 4 years. Complete product development cycle. I will explain you what the product development cycle. That will be useful when you do your projects. Who all have done their mini project, design and fabrication projects here? 3rd years? In this semester, yeah? Okay. So please be attentive. These inputs will be useful for you to do the projects and also for the 2nd years. Okay? So for developing a mobile phone, it will take 3 to 4 months for the complete product development cycle. For automobile cars, it is 1.5 years, 1 to 1.5 years, right? So that is the typical product development cycle. And for fridges, air conditions and HVAC components, any guesses? It is 6 months, 6 to 7 months. So they can't take 20 to 25 years. And moreover, no one likes a product which is huge, which is very large, which has high weight, high thickness or high amount of material or any wastages, right? We all like smart products. It is very easy to carry, lightweight, solves the purpose at a very minimal expense, and you also wanted a component with less cost and with more quality and warranty, right? So can this engineering be useful if you wanted products of this category? Can it be useful? No, we can't have bulk products, right? So what is helping here? What is trying to leverage the இந்த ரெண்டு கேப் நடுவுல இருக்கிற அந்த இதை வந்து fulfill பண்ணுது? What do you feel that is leveraging the gap between the ancient and the modern? Innovation. It's very good. Innovation. Any other answers? Engineering. Any other? Smart work. Any other thing? Science. Exactly. So I wanted to combine all these answers and bringing this picture into the play, which comes under the Renaissance engineering. Renaissance engineering, where the lot of laws, theories, principles, concepts were developed. Archimedes' principle, Boyle's law, Newton's first law, Newton's second law. All these were useful to develop the mathematical and scientific formulas and principles to develop the products at the minimal extent. So how much ever you can use your engineering, that much ever you can reduce your product development cost or product development time. So that is the beauty of this. Or anyone have any doubts or anything which you wanted to know? Anything, or with that assumption can we move to next slide, or you have any doubts? Clear? If you guys are feeling any less in confidence or wanted to ask anything, you guys can ask me. Okay? Okay. So now we have told about what engineering is all about and what it is all about. The next important aspect is I wanted to take you all to the industry. How an engineer, many people will ask you what you are going to do after your engineering. And you will be clueless because you have never experienced an industrial exposure before you go there. Have anyone gone to any industrial visits or worked in any companies, your uncle's company or dad's company or any other companies nearby? Anyone? Just in plant training. So few people have some experience, and few people wanted to have. How many people are ambitious? If you are given an opportunity to work, how many people are ambitious? All other people don't want jobs or what? So almost everyone are wanted to ambitious to know about what industry is. I'm trying to develop, guys, I'm trying to give you an impulse of how an industry operates. Okay? So it's a collaborative way. For developing an ATM machine, which engineers are required? Mechanical engineers or electrical engineers or computer science engineers or material science engineers? Which engineer is required? Everyone. Why? All combined. For developing the coding or the programming activities, which engineering is involved? Computer science. IT. For developing all the racks, electrical racks and all the other electrical connections, ECE, EEE, E&I also. For developing the complete structure, for developing the overall build, mechanical engineering. For fabricating and for manufacturing it, material science engineers and production engineers. So all together, combined together, is what industry is. Guys? Is it clear? So collaborative engineering is nothing but all engineers work together in an organization, and that has a different phases: analysis, design, development, SQA, staging, deployment and consultancy. So we move to the next slide. Now I come to the main picture or main intent why I am here. So product design process or product development process. Okay? You guys have developed any product at your school stages or at your home or any other thing which comes to your mind? Or you guys can cook anything? Anyone are good in cooking or developing something? Anyone? Dosa, chapati. That's good. That is also one kind of product development. Biryani. Okay, fine. Guys, I can get quite a lot of answers. Okay, so there are a lot of answers. Dosa, chapati, biryani. But I wanted to correlate with the engineering structures here with the dosa, chapati and biryani or whatever. And at the end of this slide, you can have a good takeaway when you correlate between two. So, I wanted to give you an example. How many of you have heard about Tata Nano? The history of Tata Nano. Lowest price car in India or in the world? In the world. It is a car which showed how a low product, how economical car can be manufactured all over the world. Should you feel proud about it or whatever? Right? So it was Ratan Tata around 13 years back. He just told a one-liner. Guys, he just told a one-liner. India will come up with a car which is less than 1 lakh in another 3 years. That was a one-liner which was told by Ratan Tata. Right? So all the other subordinate engineers working in Tata Motors, they were trying to develop the product within 3 years, within 1 lakh rupees. So how do you think they would have done it? A car which was not a benchmark, which was not copied from any other things, which has to be done within 3 years for 1 lakh. It to be sold for 1 lakh. How do you think is it possible for them to do? Can we do it with the traditional approach or conventional approach? Can it be done? No, right? So that is where the beauty of this product development process takes place. I wanted to correlate this with this slide here. First, when Ratan Tata said we need to develop the 1 lakh cars, that would have gone to all the executives, top-level executives, that they need to develop this product. That would have gone to the R&D engineers like us, who try to develop the products. It is us who is working, who works, who designs, who conceptual stages and gives the product to the top level market. So when this came into picture, engineers like us, they used to sketch the concept sketches. First, how the product will look. Would they take the benchmark of any other company? Would they like to copy any other cars? Would they like to modify something? That is all comes under the which phase here? In design, which phase? There are a lot of phases in design. Simple, it is a concept design. They comes with a lot of concepts. And from those concepts, they will select 4 to 5 concepts max or 3 to 4 concepts. So the filtration of concepts happens there. And later on the sketch is fixed, and what do you think they will do again? They will try to design. The design is actually a big word, it's a big term which I will let you know in the further slides. They will try to design the component. In the design, what are the activities that is taking place? It is all the science and maths which I told you. They try to find what is the load, overall load, and all the other calculations, and they will try to replicate their design in a computer, CAD, which is simple CAD. They wanted to replicate all this in a CAD model or a CAD package. That is where the usage of computer plays a vital role. To eliminate a product development of 20 years or 25 years, we don't know. We would have built the product in 20-25 years, but after that the product fails. It may fail, but how do you know that the product fails in the initial stage itself? It is through computers. And the first stage in every design is the CAD or the design, which is very vital in any product development phase. And that's what I wanted to stress a lot about. They come up with a design, a 3D modeling, which is not exactly there. It is just an air, nothing in space. And they wanted to bring a shape, a kind of shape only to it, with the strength aspects involved and all the scientific and mathematical concepts involved, and they bring up the 3D model. After bringing 3D model, what do you think they will do? Analysis. What type of analysis is? Someone told something. Crash? Excellent, guys. External force. That is called structural analysis. Structural analysis, thermal analysis, crash analysis, someone told CFD analysis, and also on non-destructive testing. That comes after the product is developed, before the product, I'm asking in simulation. So all these simulations are done only through the CAD model, and CAD model is always the first step in whatever the product development is all about, right? And they goes to the simulation, they validate it, and if they find if there is any difference or any deviation or whether the product is failing very much, what they do? They try to change the design, go back to the design, change it, and again they do the analysis. Analysis is all done. It can be used. So next, what is the next stage after analysis? Manufacturing. So they wanted to fabricate it. Do they do mass fabrication or what they do? So what is that called? A sample called? They don't call it a sample in engineering terms. Exactly. Prototype. A sample is the one which they say for the garment industry use the word sample, but engineering they use the word called prototype. They just develop a prototype and they conduct the same kind of testings that is being done in the computer. All the structural analysis, thermal analysis, crash analysis, CFD analysis, they will do it in the real time, and they will check the simulated results and the test results, real-time test results, and they will check if there is difference in 10%. The 10% difference is gone. If that 10% is actually allowable, and they say that the design is fine, and they go for mass production. After they go for mass production, what is the next stage? It is launching the product into the market. So who all plays a vital role over there? Sales people or marketing people? Only marketing or only sales, or both sales and marketing? Okay. So there's a difference between sales and marketing. Sales people, they do only the sales, going to place, sale there and coming back. But marketing people, they don't do only sales, they do all the troubleshooting, complaint aspects from the customers, they try to record from the service people, and they bring back to the which team? they bring back to the production team. They take to the production that this is the report, this is the problem, and that production team will come to the design team, R&D team. So that is what the product development cycle is all about. And after the product is launched, they say they feel the compliance. If the compliance is done, they will rectify it and they will release next version. Next version or updated version. How many cars or how many bikes or how many electrical gadgets you see that coming in 6 months once, 10 months once, yearly once? Many, right? Almost every car comes yearly once. Not just they are updated with the technology, they also wanted to rectify the faults that has happened in the current version. If the faults are taken care in which phase? In this phase itself, then the product success is around 70 to 75% the product success is assured. And moreover, when any mistake is done at this phase, at this design phase, lot of investments has to be done for the product and the outputs we get is very less. And that is why the companies fail very miserably. Clear? Anyone agreeing or anyone disagreeing to it? Because we give the design. How we design it? Through a computer. We can't manually draw it. Everyone has their own standard. Some handwriting might be legible to you. It can't be legible to me. So what they have done? We can type and send it. Same like that, the computer is assisting us to design. The design is communicated through the design. How the design is communicated to the production team. Drawing, simple drafting. See, engineering graphics we have studied it. That shows about how the views are represented, how the representation has to be done. That is the communication of engineers. So both the CAD modeling or CAD designing and the drawing plays a very vital role, especially in the mechanical engineering division like us, at the initial stage. Around 75 to 80% of the people fall in this category. Few people go to the sales and marketing field. Few people can directly have their knowledge to go to the analysis team. Few people can go to the conceptual stage team. But most of them would fall under this category where you can learn things. You can learn things. You can go to the production and see where your design is. You have developed a product, would you be satisfied when you see how the product works? You would definitely be satisfied. So what is the amount of learning you get when you fall under this stage? This is the design. So what is assisting in design nowadays? It's through computers and all the other CAD packages that is available. Like SolidWorks, Creo, Pro-E, Unigraphics. Correct? So that's what I wanted to stress about. And the tools for CFD or FEA, anyone can say what is the tools that they use for FEA? Answers. Before they do answers, what they do? For machine. Hypermesh. And for CFD they use ICM, CFD, Fluent, Gambit and all those advanced softwares. But before we knowing about those softwares, we must know what is design. So what is CAD modeling and what is how we do the drawing and how that is conveyed to the manufacturing. Right? So if you can see the new product development. New product development is a part of product development cycle. Either it can be an old product that is being updated to new product, or it is a brand new product that is developed. All comes under the new product development. If you can see, guys can study. It's about the opportunities, ideas, concepts, marketing strategy, business analysis, product design, marketing and product launch. Any doubt guys? Clear or you have any doubts? Can you move on to next slide? This you can see the typical product life cycle. Just give me an example of any product. The first product comes to my ear, I will take that as an example. What car? Any car. BMW, which series? X6. So fine, X6. And X6 is releasing somewhere here at the introduction stage. So what the introduction stage is all about the same thing. Like Ratan Tata told 1 lakh cars. So that is the introduction stage, and the company, the product is first launching its product like X series, X6 into the market. Are you a fan of mini SUVs? The product comes into the market and it takes its peak probably 1 year or 2 months. Or BMW X series is something which only less people uses in India. So I wanted another example of some premium car which can seen anywhere on the road. Honda City, fantastic. Or Kia Seltos, which is a very good car which has gone into a booking of 25,000 bookings within 3 months of its, not launch, 3 months of its time, whether it is announced that Kia Seltos is launched, 25,000 bookings. So initially, the growth is very high, okay? Initially, the growth is very high. So 25,000 bookings, right guys? It's something which is very important I wanted to share, which your textbook doesn't teach us. I'm not here to teach science and physics. Your professors will teach it more than me. I'm here to say the importance of that. Okay? I'm not going to say about any formulas here. So at the growth phase, the bookings would be very high and the product goes to the maturity phase. It is the peak phase where any company's car company or electronic goods company or whatever it is that enjoys the profit in this sector, the maturity phase. And sometimes there is a chance that the product may decline. What would be the probability that the Kia Seltos may decline or BMW X series may decline? Any idea? When the product would dip? Their competitors would bring a better product at low cost. What are the other reasons? Their product failures, sometimes the troubleshooting. We don't know the trouble at 1 lakh kilometers, but the car may face a trouble at more than 1 lakh kilometers. That will cause a product to dip. Any other reasons? Any other reasons? No development in technology. Less development in technology like Onida or BPL or whatsoever, right? So that may cause the product to dip, a decline stage. How many of you know about the Bajaj Pulsar, the story of Bajaj Pulsar that has taken the Bajaj to the next level? Bajaj Pulsar 150cc. Before 150cc, Bajaj Pulsar on bike was released. Can anyone say? 135. Yeah, 125 or 135, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll just leave it to you guys. That product was a hit or flop? Flop. So they faced this decline stage at a very short span of time, and suddenly they bounced back to 150cc in a very short span from introduction growth to maturity phase. Can you just correlate this graph to the real-time products that is being developed? Whatever products you see in this market that faces this kind of stage. Has Royal Enfield been in the same kind of bookings like how it were 10-15 years before? No. Why? Competitors. Who are all the competitors apart from Royal Enfield? Java motorcycles. Any other? KTM. Lovely bike. Any other? Yeah, Bajaj comes up with their Avenger and RS, NS and all the bikes. Guys, all the bikes that is also being developing the guys before 10-15 years before 300-350cc bikes was very less. But nowadays every company is coming with at least 200-220cc bikes now. So their graph is at what stage? This stage or this stage? It is between the maturity and decline. It's not declined, but it is facing a bit of decline now. Tata Motors, like Tata Trucks and other Ashok Leyland buses, they are from the maturity to the decline stage. So this is the typical product life cycle of any product. Clear? Can you move on to next slide? So as a whole, the product life cycle management is something which is very new or which something which you guys just need to know, just have an understanding of what it is all about. Okay? Okay, I can speak about every slide for a single day, but I don't want. I just wanted to give a glimpse, give a flavor of what is happening in an industry, and just wanted to allowing you to find your own interest of what you wanted guys have to have. Okay, so product life cycle management is the design which you make in your system. How many of you have done design process together or design? Have you guys had 3D modeling sessions in your college? Any, at least AutoCAD. AutoCAD you guys have, but you guys have not come to the 3D modeling. Pro-E or Creo? No others. SolidWorks. So you guys have a module on SolidWorks, right? So any products which you develop in SolidWorks which you have done? Any assemblies which you have created? Headsets, you have done it, right? Give them a round of applause. Developing a headset in SolidWorks. No, it is not that easy. It requires a lot of expertise on surface modeling and also on other micro aspects of design. Okay? Fine. You guys develop a product in SolidWorks, but how do you share your product to your teammates or to your friends? How do you share? Through? Yeah, you guys can share. You can share it through WhatsApp, no? Or you can share it through email. You can convert the product into a PDF. No, you can convert it into a step file or any readable file in any software, and they can open it in any other software, right? This is policy of sharing it. You guys can share it. But guys, when you are working a company and there are 1,000 members involved in a company in developing a product, if you wanted to communicate that to 1,000 members, can you do it in WhatsApp or can you do it in email? Or do they know what is the new version of product you are doing? You have done a product with 5 holes. After that you are updating it to 6 holes. How do a 1,000-member team know that which is the latest design that you have done? It is difficult to know, right? That's where the concept of product lifecycle management takes place. It is a common database. Yes? It is a common database that is available, and when you do a design, it is checked into the database, and whoever other team members that is accessing it, they can check only the latest version of it. That has been maintained in all the companies. That is also a good field. When you finish your college or when you join in any R&D team or any design team, it is equally important like your CAD design. It's not just the design you do. You are doing a design for 3 hours, but if you are not saving it or if you are not, or if the file is corrupted, then what is the amount of 3 hours that is done? It is waste, right? So the product lifecycle management plays an important role in maintaining your database and communicating it within your team. I can speak a lot about this because I have been working a lot on product lifecycle management, but I wanted to do not to do now because you guys will be confused. I'll just tell about the glimpse of only the design aspect. Next slide. So this is the one which I was specifying in the previous slide, the product life cycle. What is the cost that is being involved in these initial stages, or if any mistake is done, what would be the cost that is being deducted at the design or the losses. Okay? Guys, I'll ask you a simple question. Okay? As many of you told that which is your favorite dish, you cook this as biryani. Okay? You guys are trying your biryani at your home with your roommates. You see your YouTube videos, you get all the ingredients that is needed to make a biryani. But initially you make a mistake. You don't know that. At the final output, the biryani is very bad. Or finally, if you do any mistake, that is okay. At least you can rectify it and you can use it. Initially, if you have done any mistake, is it possible to rectify? So what is the loss you have incurred in that? It's heavy or less? Very heavy, right? So that is what the design aspect is all about. The losses are very much high when you make a mistake at the earlier stage. It's difficult to rectify. If you can see this, so this is the graph between making a mistake at what stages of the time. Okay? So the impact is high when you make a mistake at the initial stage, at the planning stage itself, and that goes on less when you make it. That's okay, you can develop a good product, your design is good. If you make a mistake in prototype, that's okay, just one product. But if you make a design in the concept stage itself and it's go to prototype, it has passed and it has gone into the market and it is failed miserably, all these time which you have spent is waste. So all the investments is waste. So the risk is very high. I will explain all the aspects of this graph. I will try to explain it. You just try to relate because next year you guys are going to do the mini project. At the mini project, it's not like you just be relaxed at the initial 2-3 months, and when the college pressurizes you to do something and you will get a fire in the last 1 month, do something to achieve, get money from here and there and making a product. Don't ever do that. It may be useful for you to pass the mini project and go to the next level, but that is not going to be helpful at your longer run. Right? I have done only one mini project in my college, and now if I try to do a mini project with the same team, I can't do. That can be happened only once. I can do only one final year project.